Offensively, it's just terrible. And they're wasting everything defensively. And what will happen here, because I don't know if they're going to get it fixed. I don't think they're going to get anything fixed offensively. You could put in Dylan Gabriel, or you could put in Shedeur for a different pace, flavor, seasoning.
The Cleveland Browns are spiraling into one of the wildest quarterback crises the league has seen in years. First, they let Kenny Pickett walk, and now all eyes are on Shedeur Sanders, who might be packing his bags next. Reports are swirling that the Cincinnati Bengals, desperate after Joe Burrow's ongoing injury issues, are gearing up to throw a massive $30 million contract at Sanders. That's not just a deal, that's a statement. With their quarterback situation hanging by a thread, the Browns are suddenly watching one of their brightest stars get lured away by a division rival. Can you imagine the headlines if Sanders crosses over to Cincinnati? Inside Cleveland's locker room, chaos is brewing. Kevin Stefanski looks completely lost, his offense crumbling like a house of cards. Every week, opposing teams are reading their plays like an open book, and Stefanski's got no answers. 8 straight losses, stretching back to last season, and the frustration is written all over the field. Fans are starting to lose faith, and you can feel the tension rising with every snap. Even if Shedeur Sanders steps in as the starter, there's no guarantee he can save this sinking ship. The offense is broken, the chemistry is gone, and the pressure could crush his confidence before he even gets going. That's why whispers are growing louder that Sanders might just take the Bengals offer and bounce. And it's not just rumors anymore. Mirror Sports USA just confirmed that the Bengals are aggressively scouting for quarterback depth. And guess who's sitting comfortably in their top 5? Yep, Shedeur Sanders himself. If this deal goes through, it's not just a big move, it's a straight-up bombshell that could flip the AFC North upside down. This whole situation just exploded even more, and Cincinnati is heating up with tension and excitement. The Browns are barely keeping it together after Joe Flacco's rough start in the first 2 games, and now things are looking grim in Cleveland's camp. Meanwhile, that $30 million offer from the Bengals is turning heads everywhere. And Shedeur Sanders, he's not hesitating anymore. Word is, he's ready to take the leap and make a bold, career-defining move to Cincinnati. The Bengals fan base is buzzing. Social media is on fire with fans flooding the comments saying Sanders could be the next spark that reignites their team. They believe he's got that same swagger, that same fearless playmaking energy that made Joe Burrow a legend. And now, with Burrow's health still uncertain, that excitement has turned into full-blown pressure on the Bengals front office to pull the trigger. Fans aren't whispering, they're demanding this deal happen. And here's where it gets wild. Sanders isn't just on the Bengals short list anymore. Insiders are saying he's quickly becoming their top target. The wave of fan support could push the team to make it official sooner than anyone expected. This whole situation has become one of the most unpredictable quarterback sagas of the season, and the Bengals' entire future might hang on this one call. Even Stephen A. Smith has jumped into the chaos. He's publicly backing the idea of Shedeur Sanders joining the Bengals, saying it makes perfect sense given Burrow's ongoing injury concerns. Smith made it clear, Sanders could start as a solid insurance option, but given his talent and drive, it's only a matter of time before he becomes the face of Cincinnati's offense. Stephen A. Smith's endorsement just turned the spotlight all the way up. His comments poured gasoline on an already blazing situation, and now the hype around Shedeur Sanders is skyrocketing.
All right, so as you guys can see, the Bengals calling around to potentially add another quarterback for depth after Joe Burrow's injury update. Bengal fans are definitely calling for Shedeur Sanders. One person says, F it, Bengals should go and get Shedeur Sanders. Can we get Shedeur Sanders?
People aren't just seeing him as a quick fix anymore. They're calling him the future of the Bengals, the spark that could ignite a whole new era of dominance in Cincinnati. Across the league, analysts are backing the move. More and more voices are echoing the same belief. Shedeur Sanders might be the perfect match for the Bengals system, especially with Joe Burrow's health in question. And when Cam Newton himself jumps in on the conversation, you know it's serious. The former NFL MVP compared Sanders' potential rise to the legendary stories of Tom Brady and Dak Prescott, both guys who stepped up when opportunity knocked and never looked back. Cam said it best, underdog stories are what make football magic, and Shedeur fits that mold perfectly. The hunger, The grind, the talent, it's all there. Fans can feel it too, which is why the noise around his move to Cincinnati is getting louder by the hour. Some are already calling him the next big name in the AFC North, saying he's got that fire Burrow once had when he first took over the league. But not everyone's cheering from the stands. Back in Cleveland, Browns fans are torn. Many are saying, let him go. They argue that Stefanski's broken system is holding Shedeur back, keeping him benched instead of building him up. They're frustrated, saying this toxic environment is no place for a young quarterback with that much potential. And now even Kevin Stefanski has been forced to address the rumors. When pressed about the trade talk, he admitted sometimes teams can't hold on to every player. That single line said it all. Something big is brewing, and Shedeur Sanders might be one step away from walking right out of Cleveland for good. Despite the chaos swirling around the league, the Browns are digging their heels in and making one thing crystal clear. They're not letting go of Shedeur Sanders without a fight. The front office is pushing back hard against all the noise, refusing to cave under the pressure from fans, analysts, and even rival teams trying to lure their star away. Still, everyone knows deep down that if Sanders walks, it could shake Cleveland to its core. Losing him wouldn't just hurt their roster, it could destroy any chance they have of staying competitive this season. The Browns' entire future might hinge on what happens next, and every decision now feels like it could make or break the franchise. The tension is thick, the fans are restless, and the uncertainty is unbearable. As this drama unfolds, the question isn't just where Sanders will end up, it's whether Cleveland can survive the fallout if he leaves. Over in Cincinnati, the Bengals are still circling, ready to pounce. They're waving around that massive $30 million offer, and insiders say they won't take no for an answer. The idea of Sanders wearing black and orange has fans losing their minds with excitement, calling him the piece that could bring them back to the playoffs and maybe even beyond. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the tone is different, more desperate. Stefanski and the front office are standing firm, saying they won't budge no matter what the Bengals put on the table. But everyone knows that kind of confidence can crack fast when millions of dollars and the future of the team are on the line. For Shedeur Sanders, this is it, the career-defining fork in the road. Stay in Cleveland and risk fading away in a system that's stalling his growth, or take the Bengals' offer and become the spark of a new dynasty. The clock is ticking and every second counts. Will the Browns hold on to their rising star, or will Cincinnati steal the show with the biggest quarterback move of the season? Right now, the tension between the Browns and the Bengals is turning into a full-blown standoff. Behind closed doors, sources say both teams are quietly strategizing their next move, one trying to protect their franchise future, the other ready to gamble big on a breakout star. The energy around this saga is electric, and every insider leak seems to spark another round of drama. Inside Cleveland's camp, things are getting personal. Some players reportedly feel the organization isn't being honest about what's really going on with Sanders. A few have even hinted that the front office is more concerned about saving face than actually building a winning team. That kind of talk is dangerous. It splits the locker room, breeds resentment, and shows the cracks are already forming. Meanwhile, the Bengals are playing chess, not checkers. They're staying quiet in public, but insiders say negotiations are heating up behind the scenes. Cincinnati's staff believes that bringing Sanders in, even as a secondary option at first, could change the entire direction of their offense. They see him as a game changer, someone who could step up and command the field if Burrow's injury keeps lingering longer than expected.
Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Tom Brady. My point is this.
Right, they all came up for injury.
They all came off of somebody else getting injured, right? Jake Browning, it's your time, bro.
Kurt Warner.
We've seen this time and time again, and we would like to support, and we love underdog stories, and this is no different. And we see it each and every year in this particular season, or in this particular situation, we're seeing it in Cincinnati.
And fans, they're eating this up. Browns fans are panicking online, posting desperate messages begging the team not to let Sanders go, while Bengals fans are celebrating early like the deal's already done. The entire AFC North feels like it's on edge, waiting for one announcement that could shake up everything. The craziest part is, Sanders himself has stayed completely silent. No posts, no interviews, no reactions, just silence. And that silence, it's speaking louder than words right now. Every hour that passes without a statement makes fans think the move to Cincinnati is getting closer. The question is, when the truth finally drops, whose side will he choose? It's getting wild in Cleveland right now. Reports are coming out that Shedeur Sanders has started cleaning up his social media, removing team-related posts, changing profile pictures, and unfollowing a few Browns accounts. That alone sent the internet into meltdown. Fans are speculating nonstop, wondering if this is the first real sign that he's already mentally checked out. Inside the Browns facility, people are trying to keep it together, but everyone knows something's up. Coaches are tight-lipped, teammates are dodging questions, and even Kevin Stefanski looked tense in his latest press conference when asked directly about Sanders' future. His response? "We're focused on the team we have right now." That's it. No reassurance, no denial, just a cold, vague statement that left everyone even more suspicious. Meanwhile, Bengals fans are celebrating like it's draft night. Social media is flooded with mock-ups of Sanders in a Cincinnati jersey, hashtags like Shedeur to the jungle are trending, and insiders are teasing that the deal might already be in motion behind the scenes. The rumor mill is spinning so fast even league analysts can't keep up. What's adding even more heat to the fire is that several players around the league have started dropping cryptic tweets, things like "big move coming" and "new chapter loading." None of them mention names, but everyone knows who they're talking about. It's Shedeur Sanders, the man right in the middle of the storm. If this transfer actually happens, it'll go down as one of the most shocking quarterback shakeups in recent NFL memory. For the Bengals, it could mean a fresh start and stability for years to come. For the Browns, it could mean disaster. Another star gone, another rebuild on the horizon. The whole league's watching now, waiting for that one announcement that could change everything overnight. The pressure in Cleveland has reached a breaking point. With the rumors getting louder and Shedeur Sanders' silence growing more suspicious, it feels like the Browns are holding their breath, waiting for the inevitable. Behind the scenes, sources say team executives are scrambling to figure out how to handle the fallout if Sanders walks. They know losing him wouldn't just be a roster change, it would be a public relations disaster. Fans are restless, media's circling like sharks, and the locker room feels tense. Some players are reportedly frustrated that the team isn't being transparent, while others are quietly preparing for life without Sanders. That kind of energy isn't just uncomfortable, it's toxic. You can almost feel the uncertainty bleeding into every practice, every meeting, every press conference.
On various teams in the National Football League, but Kansas City wouldn't be one of them. Baltimore wouldn't be one of them.
Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, the vibe couldn't be more different. There's optimism in the air, a sense that something big is coming. Reporters close to the Bengals say the team has cleared cap space and adjusted contracts, moves that just so happen to line up perfectly with a potential Sanders signing. The dots are connecting fast, and people are starting to believe this deal might already be unofficially sealed. And get this, word around the league is that a few Bengals players have already reached out to Sanders privately, telling him how much they'd love to have him join the squad. That's huge. When players start recruiting like that, it's not rumor anymore, it's momentum. Every sign points to a major shift about to hit the NFL. If Sanders takes that leap and heads to Cincinnati, it won't just be a career move. It'll be a statement to the entire league. A young quarterback, taking control of his destiny, leaving chaos behind to chase greatness. The only question left is, will Cleveland finally admit they've lost him before the rest of the world finds out first? The storm finally feels like it's about to break. Every insider, every reporter, every social media page is zeroed in on one question. Is Shedeur Sanders officially leaving Cleveland? The suspense is unreal. League sources are whispering that the Bengals have already sent over a final offer, and it's even bigger than anyone expected, pushing past $30 million with bonuses and guaranteed money stacked on top. That kind of deal doesn't just show interest, it screams commitment. Inside Cleveland, panic is spreading fast. The front office is holding emergency meetings, trying to find a way to match or counter the Bengals' offer, but everyone knows they're cornered. The Browns can't afford to lose another star. Yet they also can't promise Sanders the freedom and trust he's been begging for. The situation has turned into an emotional tug-of-war. Money versus loyalty. Opportunity versus frustration. Players are walking on eggshells. Reporters are camping outside team facilities. And fans are refreshing their feeds every 5 seconds. Everyone wants the same thing. Answers. But Shedeur? Still silent. No statement, no hint, no confirmation. It's like he's letting the world spin while he plans his next move behind closed doors. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, the energy is electric. The city is buzzing with excitement, and the fan base is already calling it the start of a new dynasty. Bars are packed, sports shows are hyped, and even Burrow's teammates are teasing big news coming soon. Something is clearly in motion. If this deal actually gets locked in, it won't just shake up the AFC North. It'll send shockwaves across the entire league. Shedeur Sanders might just become the face of a brand new Bengals era, while Cleveland is left trying to explain how they let another franchise player slip away. The countdown has begun, and once the clock hits 0, the NFL will never look the same again. One thing's crystal clear. The tension has never been higher, and every decision from here on out could rewrite the future of both franchises for years to come. The Browns are fighting to keep their young star, the Bengals are pushing to steal him away, and Shedeur Sanders is sitting right in the middle of one of the wildest quarterback standoffs the NFL's seen in a long time. So, what do you think? Should Shedeur stay loyal to Cleveland and try to grow inside a broken system that keeps letting him down? Or should he take that massive Bengals offer, step into the spotlight, and finally show the league what he's truly capable of? The man's got all the tools, all the potential. But the question is, where will he be allowed to use them? If the Browns lose him, can they still stay competitive? Or would that be the final nail in the coffin for a team that's already hanging by a thread? And for the Bengals, do you really believe Sanders could handle the pressure of stepping into Joe Burrow's shoes and leading a city that's already starving for a comeback story? Fans everywhere are split down the middle, and the debates are getting louder by the hour. One move, one decision, one signature. That's all it'll take to shift the balance of power in the AFC North completely. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear where you stand on this. Should Shedeur Sanders take the leap or stay put? And if he makes the move, what does that mean for the future of both teams? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates, because this story is just heating up and you don't want to miss what happens next. See you on the next one.